Hey, good Saturday afternoon, everybody. Hey, I'm gonna do one I've been looking at on the shelf for a while. I was in my local grocery store this morning making a request for some beers, and I said, I'd really like to buy. I'd really like to review this, but I don't really want to buy a whole six-pack. So the store manager was there. He said, "Well, I can sell you this one." He said, "I've sold this before, so it's priced for." Sold this before a single, so it's still priced. So he took one out of the six-pack and gave me the Scrimshaw from the North Coast Brewing Company. It's their Pilsner style beer. Pilsner is not one of my favorite styles, but it's an interesting style and worth a shot. So you got your standard North Coast cap. I've already got one of those in my collection, so we'll take it off. I don't actually have an official Pilsner glass, but I got something somewhat close. So let me get this poured and be a little aggressive here. I got a big glass. So we got a clear, very clear, pale straw color, good amount of carbonation streaming up. Got a good 3 fingers of a fluffy white head. Decent looking for a Pilsner. It really is. I mean, for the style. Like I said, it's not one of my favorite styles. Obviously, got some good head there on it. So let me give it a smell, see if I can get through this. And get something off of this. Okay, you get those noble hops right away. Those grassy floral notes. Little bit of the Pilsner malt. A little bit from the website here. It says, "Name for the delicate engravings popularized by 19th century seafarers. Scrimshaw is a fresh-tasting Pilsner brewed in the finest European tradition, using Munich malt and Hallertauer and Tettnang hops. Scrimshaw has a subtle hop character, a crisp, clean palate, and a dry finish, which is what a Pilsner should do." This is probably more of a warm weather beer, but it also says style Pilsner, color pale straw, ABV 4.4%. bitterness 22 IBUs, so it's fairly light in color, light in ABV. Yeah, that's a pale straw, almost gold color. I mean, it's a pretty looking beer. There's I don't know if you can see it there. There's a good amount of carbonation streaming up. Looks darker than it does on the lens here, but at least you can see the bubbles streaming up. There's a decent amount of carbonation streaming up. The heads are seeding fairly quickly. Looks like it's gonna leave some lacing though. So let's get a taste on this and see what we have. Well, that's nice. There's a very crisp hop flavor on this. Grassy but crisp anyway. Decent malt balance. Neither one is overcoming the other. Bit of graininess that you expect from a Pilsner. Yeah, it's a little malt sweetness there. This is sweeter than, it's crisp, but it's sweet. It's grainy. It's grassy, floral, hoppy. Little of that sweet maltiness. Good example of a Pilsner so far. It's got a decent body for a lower ABV beer. Like I said, it's light and crisp. It leaves a little lingering hoppy flavor on the palate as you finish. But anyway, let me sit and let this warm up a bit, and I'll be back after a while with the final process. Okay, I'm back. It hasn't been very long. This is a nice, easy drinking, very refreshing beer. I can see, you know, in the dog days of summer, knocking down a few of these. Cold and refreshing. It's not something you want to let warm up too much. It is leaving some nice lacing down the glass. So, I mean, this is a well-crafted Pilsner beer. Like I said, it's not one of my favorite styles, but you know, I can appreciate it. So for the style, I'm probably going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. I'm not going to rate it as a beer I like, because like I said, it's not one of my favorite styles. So the North Coast Scrimshaw Pilsner style beer gets an 8.5 out of 10. Pick it up if you like Pilsners. You might like it better than I do. It's decent. It's for the style. It's the aroma's right on, as well as the flavor. Just a bit too much graininess for me, but that's part of the Pilsner style. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer.